We've been hearing the hype since last year, with only a small number of people having actually tried Titanfall. But with the beta that just ended, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, have finally got their grubby little hands on Respawn's mech battling online shooter, and outlook, well, it's good. Very good indeed. The beta launched late last week for Xbox One and PC with an invite-only beta. As the beta went on, Respawn and EA opened their gates and allowed more to join, and then eventually turned it into a complete open beta with anyone that could access the game without a code. The beta included 3 modes and 2 maps. The 3 modes were Attrition, a team deathmatch of sort where teams will rack up a score by killing the other team. Because of AI controlled characters though, there are different amounts awarded to who and what you kill, from 1 to killing an AI grunt to 5 points for taking down an opponent's Titan. It's a fast paced match that never really lasts for more than 10 minutes. It begins slowly with mostly pilot versus pilot, but as you take out enemies you reduce the time until you can call for your Titan. By the last third of the match, you can guarantee that at least one Titan is roaming the map from each team for the rest of the duration of the match. The second mode is Hardpoint, which require each team to take hold of 3 points on the map. This map can come down to the pilots taking the points and possibly the Titans holding up the defence. Fortunately though, Titanfall isn't so easy to break down into simple tactics, and the play is so fast it's all about critical thinking on the fly. The last mode is Last Titan Standing. This was easily the least favoured by players. Each team begins with all the players in Titans, and the winner, as you can probably guess, is the team with the last Titan standing. It's fast, but it doesn't showcase what makes Titanfall such a fun experience. Thankfully the maps are designed in a way that having a Titan doesn't exactly mean you dominate that area of a map. There are plenty of places on both the maps included that can house pilots that Titans cannot enter. Add that to the fact that every pilot has an anti-Titan weapon for taking out the mechanical beasts. The balance of the Titans is something that could have been easily a cautious area for people to find out before this beta. Thankfully, Respawn have balanced everything from how long and how often you obtain a Titan to just how powerful it is. When controlling a Titan, you need to be very wary of your surroundings, as enemy pilots can jump off from buildings and rodeo your Titan and take it down in just a few seconds. Of course there are countermeasures, so it's all down to fast reflexes and being able to be dynamic in the field. That dynamism is what makes Titanfall such an incredibly fun game to play. A lot of people moan about the AI control players in the field, and although there is some concern, it may not be for the reasons originally stated. The AI essentially act like creeps in Dota. In Dota, they allow the player to level up faster. In Titan, it allows the player to have less time between calling down their Titans. The problem lies though in their difficulty. Now, it would be unbearably frustrating to have such a challenge where each grunt could kill you, but most of the time they don't even shoot at you despite being right in front of them. It doesn't break the flow of the game, but it certainly breaks immersion. One thing that we didn't really hear of before the beta were burn cards. As you complete challenges and compete on the battlefield, you will earn burn cards. These cards allow the player to essentially have one-time buffs which are used when respawning. They add another layer of strategy to the game as to when to use them. Gunplay in Titanfall is incredibly smooth. If you play the team's previous games, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare specifically, then you will know just how satisfying it feels. The lack of recoil really keeps the flow of gameplay fast, but when you add parkour and double jumps, pace really never lets up. The beta only featured 2 maps, but both were incredibly fun to play time and time again, but we still just don't know how many maps there will be included in the multiplayer, which is out next month. Rumours on forums from people have apparently looked into the code of the beta to uncover some interesting facts regarding the full game, but none of it has been confirmed by Respawn or EA yet. First off, on top of the 3 modes included in the beta, there seems to be Team Deathmatch and Capture the Flag. They have also been talking about a separate campaign multiplayer that will be included also. In terms of maps, 15 have been uncovered from the code. These are Angel City, Colony, Fracture, Relic, Airbase, Boneyard, Corporate, Outpost 207, Lagoon, Rise, Smuggler's Cove, Overlook, Nexus and O2. We have just a month to wait, but now that the beta is gone, it seems like that month will never come. Did it actually live up to the hype? Well, no, not really, obviously, but it's still a darn good shooter and possibly one of the best to come out in some time. Also, monsters?